Hey everyone, Dr. Frunkey here. Wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. Instead of talking about a knife or a light, I wanted to talk about something that sort of helps me maintain those items and further this hobby of mine. That would be the Boker Toolkit Torx head. Boker, as you know, is an international knife company. While I have my issues with a lot of their products and their quality control sometimes, that's a separate video altogether. This may represent the best product that Boker makes, period. I've held a few of their knives, have yet to really be deeply impressed by any of them, but I am truly impressed by this. Now, this is not Boker's usual cup of tea. They don't make tools, but they teamed up with German toolmaker Wiha Tools to make this awesome little collaborative tool specifically for the knife hobby. When I was getting more and more into knives and collecting them and using them, I was looking for a way to maintain my knives, to disassemble and clean, and then put them back together safely and reliably. There are a lot of toolkits out there for Torx heads, screws, and everything. As most of us know, a lot of the knives that are out there and commercially available use Torx head screws and everything in the pivots and the body screws, and so it's nice to have a strong, reliable tool to disassemble those pieces. A lot of those things on Amazon and whatnot are nameless companies. They may be Chinese made, but this was interesting to me because it's a German knife maker and a German tool company. Wiha makes a very broad range of tools that are extremely high quality, as high quality as any American manufacturer might be either, for any type of tool you can imagine. So when I saw this, I was immediately intrigued, and at about $25, this represents a pretty solid deal, and let me explain why. Because this is not just one tool. So what you see in front of you is a single T8 Torx bit that is locked in place. In fact, it's very heavily magnetized. It's kind of sometimes hard to get that out, but this is a high quality Wiha machined, let me see if I can get that to focus, Wiha made Torx bit, made in Germany, so high quality steel, high quality manufacturing process. You've got a solid steel cuff right here that feels very strong, a nice solid plastic body, a nice rubberized grip, and it's got a little bit of a bulge to it, so it's very easy to hold on to, very easy to be very accurate and methodical, and you can get a nice amount of twisting torque because of the size of this thing. But what this bulbous handle really allows you to do is store all these different Torx bits on the inside. So you get a 5, a 4, a 5, a 6, 7, 8, 10, and 15 Torx head screwdrivers, and you just pull the bottom off, and there they are. This thing is really well made for these pieces to just sit down inside. You can see those little cones that are sort of milled out up there. It makes sure that these pieces fit snugly and don't rattle around and don't fall out. They're actually pretty well secured in this base unit. Even after a couple of years of regular use and ownership, these things are not loose. After a couple of years of ownership and frequent usage, none of these pieces have stripped or broken or bent or anything like that, and they have not damaged any of my knives or anything like that. They have very reliably functioned, and I use them all the time. In fact, I took this guy apart not that long ago either. If you'll see here, one of the features that I actually adore about this tool, I'm going to take this pivot screw off, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So this is loose, almost. Watch this now, okay? So this pivot screw is off. Some of you might be losing your minds that I'm taking apart a limited edition zero tolerance, but you know, I don't really care. This is my knife. But look at this. This thing is magnetized. So that's, you know, not any sort of photoshopping, this is legitimately very well magnetized. Each one of these bits is well magnetized, and so you can see that there's quite a bit of strength going on there. So that is really convenient in the knife world because it allows you to disassemble your knives carefully, and these little pieces are not just going to go flying off somewhere underneath the oven or the table or somewhere or into the air vent, and you're going to lose it forever. So I'm going to try to put this back on carefully. This is just me trying to do this around a camera, and that's a little bit difficult, but it fits snugly. You know, you're going to find any bit that you might want inside of this thing, so I can disassemble practically any knife on the market today using this great little tool, and everything goes back together reliably and smoothly and without any damage. Now, I rattled around and bumped and hit that thing a couple of times, but there's no wear mark. You know, everything went back together well. So if you guys are looking for your first tool to buy for disassembling your knives, or a second tool, or just a new tool, I would recommend picking one of these up. In fact, I probably should go buy a second one of these, because very often on these disassemblies you need two Torx to really take something apart. Now, I bought a second set of the standard individual screwdrivers, and they are not anywhere near the quality of this. In fact, that's a Wiha kit as well that I purchased, but this thing is so much more high quality than that. I should have just bought another one of these. So at $25, if you are a knife enthusiast, I would strongly recommend that you pick one or two of these things up. You can find them on a lot of different online retailers. They're on Amazon. I am a huge fan, and I will continue to use this product. I think this, again, may be the best thing that Boker makes. And props to them for putting this on the market. I hope they continue to make it. And I hope this video was informative to you. And if you liked it, please click like and subscribe. Come back and check out my other videos on knives and other EDC gear. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Dr. Frunkey saying take care.